This is not going to be another battery review video. I'm not going to be tearing open batteries or doing capacity tests or anything like that. But I am going to talk about something I've noticed in batteries over the last few years. That's because I've done a lot of reviews over the last few years. And it used to be that cheap batteries, and I'm talking about cheap batteries, not your Battleborns or something like that, not your really expensive batteries, but the cheap low-end batteries. They, of course, used to be less expensive than the expensive batteries. That's pretty obvious. But they were cheaply built. If you opened one up, the build quality was just terrible. It was better just to build your own battery at that point. But things have changed. The builds have gotten really good and consistently good, and the prices have just collapsed. It is so cheap now. So today I want to talk more about like a buyer's guide and kind of motivate you to buy a battery, because I think we've hit the bottom of the pricing on batteries. And I think as we get into next year, batteries have the potential to go up because a lot of people are talking about tariffs on China. All of these batteries come from China. So there's a chance that we're at the bottom. So I want to talk about a couple different batteries and basically just say, whatever you buy nowadays, it's probably going to be good. But let's get into it and let's talk about a few different batteries. So I just want to go over a couple of different batteries and just talk a little bit more about what I've discovered. So first up, you notice this one's a lot bigger, and of course it's a 24-volt battery. But what gets me about this is it's as cheap or cheaper than a 12-volt battery used to be just a year ago. And I know most people are going to be getting 12-volt batteries, so let's just talk a little bit about 12-volt batteries. To begin with, all of these batteries are $200 or less. Yeah, they're all under $200 for a 12-volt, 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. And this lead time, it's actually self-heating. So there's actually a little heat pad in there. So if it's cold, it'll automatically heat itself up. That's $200 or maybe even less now. I have to look at the website, but I mean, it's just incredibly cheap. This one has low temperature charging disconnect, and it actually has low temperature discharging disconnect, and it's $155. $155. I mean, come on, people. A 12-volt, 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery with low temperature protection for $155. You're not going to get any cheaper than that. It's just incredible. And then these two, same thing. I can't remember the exact price, but I know they're under $200. I think this one was like $175. And like you can see, I've opened it up. The build quality of both of these batteries is just excellent. I mean, it's the quality of like an SOK or a Battleborn was a year, 2-3 years ago. And now these things are just dirt cheap. So now is the time to get these batteries. I mean, right now as I film this, it's right about Thanksgiving. You got Black Friday sales coming up. You got great promotions. You got great discounts. And again, I think next year, as those tariffs hit, if they hit, you're going to see these prices going up. And there's no way we're getting under $155. I mean, $155 for a lithium iron phosphate 100 amp hour 12-volt battery. It's insane. So, the recap. Get a battery now. They're dirt cheap. They're all incredible quality. Find the features that you need. I don't have a Bluetooth one, but they have plenty of those out there now that are just as cheap. But get a battery. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And frankly, I don't care what kind of battery you get. I'll link these 4 or these 5 in the description below. But there's plenty other batteries out there that are all just as good. Most of them are under $200. So just go out there and get a battery. Or, you know, put it on your wish list. Maybe Santa Claus will bring you a battery, because now is the time to get batteries. So if anyone has any questions about anything I said, please leave a comment below. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Get out there and buy some batteries, and I will talk to everyone soon.